everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And today we will be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Core Class, The Last Knight, Mohawk! Finally, the Bayverse has returned to the land of Studio Series, and this figure is quite a treat. It's a very special treat, and I like it. I like this special treat right here. But anyway, before we dive deep into this figure, we're going to show some various images of the packaging itself. So let's get it on, man. Let's go! And here we have Core Class Mohawk, fully transformed into his motorcycle mode. You know, I always dug this motorcycle design. I thought this was pretty cool in the movie. It's unfortunate we didn't get to see much of this motorcycle in the movie because The Last Knight was kind of terrible. The Last Knight was pretty much the worst Transformers movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, it was enjoyable, but it was a mess. It was a hot mess, but oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, Mohawk. Finally, the Bayverse has returned. Took them long enough. So now, in the original The Last Knight line, Mohawk never got a toy. He never got a toy. Not even the Tiny Turbo Changers line. He never got a toy. In general, he just never got a toy. Until the third-party companies made a toy for him. The Transcraft company made a toy of him. So there was a Transcraft Mohican, and I do have that. And we will bring that in the comparisons in a little bit. But yeah, Hasbro finally made a proper mainline figure of Mohawk, and I'm quite happy with this. It looks really good. It looks really good. Although, you know, it's missing some of the paint. You know, it's lacking some color, but it does have some color here and there, like the black for the handlebars, the white for the headlights, a little bit of gold right in there, and then some splotches of green here and there, and a little bit of red as well on the front there. But other than that, you know, it's pretty much it's completely bare. But it is what it is. It still looks pretty good molding wise. It still looks really good. There is some visible Mohawk there. See his head, it's right there. So yeah, his arms are just folded up right there. So yeah, it's not a perfect motorcycle, but it still looks pretty good as far as I'm concerned. And the wheels, they do roll pretty freely, so he does roll quite nicely. So yeah, he does like to fall like that, but there's one accessory that he does have, and it does help him keep the balance. He comes with a sword. So where's the sword? I'm gonna get the sword. I'll be right back. I got the sword. There we go. There's the sword. And a little tiny blade here. And how this stores in the vehicle mode, there's a little tab right in there. So just take this, and this will just tab in right there. One slide in, just tab it in, and then when you plant him down, this does keep him straight up, and that's good. You know, I like that. I really like the fact that this does help to keep him straight up, and that's amazing. That's wonderful. So there we go. So that is pretty much it for the motorcycle mode. Let us bring in some size comparisons. Now, for some motorcycle comparisons, here we have Mohawk compared with the Studio Series Core Class Rise of the Beast RC. So yeah, motorcycle formers. Yay. And unfortunately, Mohawk is smaller than RC, but did Mohawk ever meet RC? No, he didn't. You know, these aren't from the same movie, so we don't know what the proper scale is. So, I don't know, but hey, it is what it is. But anyway, moving on. Just because, here is Mohawk compared to his Wavemate concept art Bumblebee Movie Rumble, or Frenzy, whatever you want to call them. So, there you go. We got two Core Class Wavemates together. And I'm so glad I got both of these Core Class figures from Studio Series Wave 23. I'm so happy. I am so incredibly happy. Yay! So, there we go. Anyway, moving on to the last size comparison for today. And finally, here we have Core Class Mohawk compared with the Transcraft Mohican, aka the Last Knight Mohawk, and yeah, honestly, there's no comparison here. Obviously, you know, this figure looks so much better because with all this nice silver paint and then a lot more paint in here, so it looks gorgeous in my opinion. This one is just all the unpainted dark gray plastic, you know. There is another third-party Mohawk figure that I never got. It's the Dr. Wu Mohawk. I'm not sure what that one was called. I forget. Yeah, what was that one called? Dr. Wu something. Dr. Wu something. But yeah, there was another one. So if I had that one, I would have 3 Mohawk figures. But now I only have the Transcribed Mohican version, so I have 2 Mohawk figures now. So yeah. But you know, I still like this one a lot better. But this one is no slouch either. You know, still a pretty solid figure, still a pretty solid dude. So yeah. But there we go. That's pretty much it for all the ultimate comparisons right here. Alrighty, I think we're pretty much done with the alt mode itself. So let us transform Mohawk into his robot mode. So first things first, I want to remove the blade here, put it off to the side, and we shall begin. So now, what do we do first? You take the legs here, just untab them from this tab, and just split the legs like so, like that. Then you can bring the legs around like so, and flip out the foot like so. Bring it down, straighten up the leg, bring up the foot, and there we go. There we have the legs all done. Very easy, very easy. So now we can take the arms, just untab them from the sides right here like that, and then whoops. You want to pop them off. No. You don't want to do that. No. I'm going to bring this down on this very tight hinge. And then unfold the arm. There we got an arm all done. Do the same thing on the other side. Just untab. Like so. Hurry! Don't pop off, man. You love to pop off. Anyway. So just bring the arm down. Unfold it. There we go. There we go. The arms all done. Don't pop the arms off. That's not what you're supposed to do. No, that's not. No. And then you want to take this back wheel section right here, just bring this down on that hinge and then bring that up on that hinge, and there we go. And take the front wheel, and this will come up on you like that, and there we go. We got that done. So now we can take the head, bring this up, and I believe we are done. We are done. Yes, we're done. Woo, we are done. So there we go. There is Mohawk fully transformed into his robot So there you have Mohawk fully transformed into his robot mode, and he is surprisingly screen accurate. Like, this guy looks quite good. You know, I've always loved Mohawk from the Last Night movie. I thought he was hilarious. I thought he was funny. I loved his character. Like, he was just he was like, "What up, fellas? Man, I'm gonna kill y'all right now." And then he's like, "But I'm gonna kill you later. Definitely gonna kill you, Mohawk, later." Anyway, so I love him. I absolutely love him. And he was like, "Yo, Meg, M-Tron." His voice is just. His voice always cracks me up. Like, I absolutely love this guy. But yeah, looks really good. Looks very screen accurate and very nicely done in my opinion. Very solid. Yeah. So anyway, so let's bring him close here so we can take a look at the head sculpt. Oh, he's definitely a weird alien-ish head sculpt. You know, he definitely looks like a frog. He has some nice red paint for the eyes, the eyeballs right there. That's quite nice. Got gold paint for the teeth, a bit of green on the head. I think he's supposed to have green on the Mohawk, but unfortunately there's no green on the Mohawk. You know, it's a core class, so the paint budget is not that much. A bit of green here and there for the hand and shoulders. A little bit of white also for the left arm. And yeah, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. You can see a little bit of black here, so yeah. Definitely could have used a bit more paint, you know. And I like how they molded in the like the accessories right here, like this one on one side and this one on the other side. So that's actually quite clever. And this is actually meant for the blade. It's supposed to be like a sheath for the blade, but it's not. It's just molded into place. But yeah, there you go. It's quite nice. It looks very good. It's very clean transformation, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this guy. I'm pretty pleased. So now he does have some articulation, so he can rotate a full 360. The head can move up like so, and of course he can open and close his mouth. Hey, he can open and close his mouth. I think this is the first core class that can do this, right? I believe this is the first core class figure that can move the mouth. So I don't remember. Oh wait, no. This is not the first core class figure that the mouth can move. Ravage is the first one where the mouth can move. So okay, there we go. The arms can move up that far. Can move back that far. He can. The arms can move out all the way. There's no biceps rule, but he does have an double jointed elbow. There is a bit of rotation at the elbow right there. No waist. The legs can move forward that far, can move back all the way. He can pretty much do the full splits. He does have a knee joint right there, very deep knee bend right in there, so he can bend his legs however you want. Would have been nice if he had double jointed knees so he can actually straighten up his legs, but oh well, it is what it is. And then the feet are on the ball joint. He can rotate a full 360, can move up a little bit, can move down a lot, and there is little bits of ankle tiltage. So there we go. So he's not pretty poseable. He's not that poseable, but he's still poseable. He's still quite poseable. He does have some movement here and there. So there we go. There we go. Now he can hold his blade. He can just hold it in his hand if you really want to. And it's very tight in his hand, so he can actually hold the blade right there. But if you don't want him to hold the blade, there is weapon storage in robot mode. There's a tab right here that this is meant to go in right there. So just tab it onto the back of the robot. So you can actually store it away if you don't want to use it. But he is a warrior. He's a Decepticon, so he's supposed to whack some Autobots with this. So there we go. Although he didn't really use his knife that much in the movie. He didn't really fight that much in the movie, unfortunately. But there we go. Ooh! One crucial part that I'm missing here, I'm totally forgetting about, is the fact that he can actually remove his head. Now, the instructions don't show that. Unfortunately. But apparently, Mark Clonus on Instagram, no, King Samlock, King_Samlock. His background, what's it called? The behind the scenes of Mohawk. He revealed that Mohawk's head can be removable. Yeah, it's it's hilarious. Oh, it's so funny. This is just so. Oh no. I dropped his head, peoples. I dropped his head, guys. Anyway, I got it back. And he keeps falling. But anyway, so yes, you can remove his head. Here you go. He can be all like, "Oh, this ain't right." Oh, that's the funny gimmick right there. It's just. His head can be removable. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's so you can recreate his. Technically a death scene, but not really, because he was still alive when he was just a head. So yeah, he could still talk when he was just a head. He was like, "Oh, this ain't right." Anyway, there we go. Pretty much done with the robot mode here. So that is pretty much it. So there we go. Let us bring in some robot mode comparisons. Here is Mohawk compared with the Studio Series Core Class Rise of the Beast RC. So you can see how the two motorcycle transformers look together. And just because, here we have Mohawk next to his wave mate, Rumble or Frenzy, the concept art Rumble Frenzy, whatever you want to call him. So there we go. And yeah, Mohawk is definitely bigger than the concept art Rumble Frenzy figure. So yeah, yeah. I mean, this guy is supposed to be very tiny, but this is the natural core class size. So yeah. But there you go. There you go. Anyway, moving on. And there we go. There we have Core Class Mohawk compared with the Transcraft Mohican, aka the Last Night Mohawk. Now you can tell which one I do like better. I definitely like the Transcraft Mohican a lot better because it just looks so good. It looks very gorgeous. It looks very nice and shiny, and yeah, I dig this one a bit better. I mean, a lot better. I do love this Mohawk a lot better, but this one is no slouch either. This guy is he still holds his own. He still looks pretty good in both modes, and he's a fun figure to mess with. And yeah, you know, I'm glad to have these two Mohawks in my collection, so I can have one that's for the Masterpiece movie side and for the mainline side. So yeah, I can have both. I can have both. Really? But anyway, so yeah, there you go, Mohawks. But anyway, so there you have that for the robot mode comparisons right here. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series Core Class The Last Night Mohawk. And yeah, very nicely done figure in my opinion. You know, the robot mode looks good, the bike mode looks good. My only real complaint with this figure is that he's lacking so much paint. He's lacking a lot of paint. Definitely could have used a bit more paint here and there, but it still looks good. Still looks pretty good. You know, it's you know, molding wise, it still looks really good. And it's a very clean transformation. And speaking of the transformation, it's very fun. It's very smooth. It's very intuitive. So I really dig the transformation here. It's definitely a fun figure to mess with. The fact that he can open and close his mouth is amazing. That's amazing. That's wonderful. That's a wonderful piece of articulation right there. He definitely could have used a bit more ankle tilts, you know, would have helped him a great deal, but it is what it is. It's still, there's still a little bit of ankle tiltage in his ankles, so, yeah. The fact that he can remove his head, yeah, that's just amazing. You can remove his head, so that is just comedy gold. It's just comedy gold. I'm sorry, but this guy is all about comedy, and I love him. I love him for that. You know, I love his character. Like, his character was just hilarious. Like, I love it. Even though the movie wasn't that good, I still love Mohawk in that movie. I still loved him. I still enjoyed the way they portrayed him. You know, as a comic relief kind of Decepticon. So yeah, I mean, hey, that's me. That's my personal opinion. Yeah, that's my personal opinion. But going back to the figure itself, yeah, very nicely done figure, and very solid. You know, I got no QC issues with this figure. Unfortunately, this guy does not like to stand. Once you plant him, he likes to fall down on you. But oh well, I guess it's a case of your surface or whatever. If your surface is flat enough, then he won't fall. You know, he can actually stand, but sometimes it is quite a pain in the butt to get him to stand. But all in all, though, I still quite like him. I still dig him, and I'm glad that we're getting more Babers figures in the Studio Series line, and I'm glad it's Mohawk. You know, they finally made a proper toy Mohawk. Hey, what took them so long? But hey, there we go. But I think that has to be it. So now, if I were to rank this guy from a scale of 1 to 5, I think I'm gonna give him a solid 4 out of 5. I think I'm gonna give him a 4 out of 5, 80%. Quite fair. So yeah, he's the only thing he's missing is more paint. That's the only thing he's missing. But other than that, I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased, and I'm very happy to have him in the movie collection here. So now I got this guy from One Toy, but if you want to get a Mohawk of your own, look around, man. Look around. He's probably still there, waiting to be bought. So if you find him, get him, because he is that good. So alright, so I think that's pretty much it for today's video review. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. But if you want more reviews on this channel, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will never miss any of my new videos in the future. And there will be a link to the Studio Series Reviews playlist in the description down below, so do feel free to check out that playlist for any videos you may have missed in your own free time. So there you go. So that's pretty much it for me to say. So they had the Transformers Studio Series Core Class last night, Mohawk. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out to another one, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah!
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita1. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.